Hello YouTube. This is a new video about smoking your cigarettes the clean way. And clean, what I mean, there's two different ways to smoke a cigarette the clean way. Alright, this is a normal cigar type of cigarette. Cheyenne, you ever heard of Cheyenne before? Very popular. Cherry, these are pretty good. I like these because they give you a type of flavor at the end of your tongue, like a bite, and pretty much like those for the way it feels and the way it tastes. And if you pretty much smoke the cigarettes on the end of your lips with your lips wet, they give you a nice flavor. Now let me show you how to smoke a cigarette the clean way. You need to use wax paper. See this wax paper right here? So you tear a piece about so big like this, fold it like that in half, and maybe fold it again. Give yourself a little bit of holding space, about like that. Now, you want to take your cigarette and place it right about here, fold it like this, and when you're smoking it, you want to hold it like so, like that. And also, it's a good idea to cuff your fingers when you're smoking, like, can you see? When you go to smoke, cuff your four fingers like this. Why? Because I found out that a lot of inexpensive cigarettes, and sometimes the cigars themselves, believe it or not, they'll sparkle. I bought some before, they sparkled in my eyes, and it burned the heck out of my eyes, and I was wondering, why is my eyes hurting so bad? Why? It was sparkling like a damn sparkler. So cuff your fingers. If you have any eye troubles in your smoke, that's why. So cuff your fingers like this when you go to smoke, and have your little wax paper like this. See, I've got it folded, and I think it's a little better if you sort of have your fingers like this. Make sure you're making no contact with the cigarette, anything that you're smoking, like this. Sometimes you think your hands are clean, they're not. If you're a guy, you work on a car, you've got something trapped in your fingers. You've got oil, residue from exhaust, gasoline, whatever. It's on your fingers. And guess what happens when you go to smoke that cigarette, and those cigarettes have little tiny holes that helps the cigarette breathe, keeps it from getting too hot? Well, whatever's on your fingers gets sucked in, and you inhale that stuff. And if you ever wonder why cigarettes are so bad for you, that's one reason. You want to have clean hands. Clean hands can be the cleanest in the world. Your oils from your skin will still soak into that cigarette. It will affect the way it tastes and smells. You ever noticed, if you pay close attention, if you have a clean mouth after you've brushed your teeth, after about a minute or so after smoking a cigarette, the smell changes, the taste changes. Why? Because of oils in your fingers soaking in there. As that thing burns more, it gets hotter and hotter. As it gets close towards the filter, it's going to change the way it tastes and smells. Wax paper is the key. It keeps it 100% fresh the whole entire time. Another thing, don't use a lighter. Butane lighters, that stuff gets sucked up into the cigarette. It'll affect the way it tastes, affects the way it smells. You won't have your natural tobacco smell anymore with that butane in there. Use natural matches. Use matches, and when you light it so that none of the fumes. Now I know a match is pretty good. Everyone pretty much likes a match. But light it so that none of the fumes will travel its way back up into the cigarette or cigar. So in other words, hold it leveled, pretty much like this. Light it. Don't suck it in there. Don't be impatient to suck that smoke in there. And so now you've got a nice clean lit cigarette, or cigar, whichever you may choose, very clean. Oils from your hand. When you smoke it, not get sucked into the cigarette, and it's good. That's how you clean smoke, a cigar or a cigarette.